invest in any cryptocurrency, one of the first things you need to know is the kind of consensus mechanism that the crypto uses. What is consensus mechanism? Consensus mechanism is a method of authenticating and validating a value or transaction on a blockchain or distributed ledger without the need to trust or rely on a central authority. Consensus mechanisms are created to the functioning of any blockchain or distributed ledger. For example, when you send me $100 through Venmo, Venmo has to talk to your bank or credit card company to make sure you still have the $100 left in your credit card or the bank account to make sure it's valid. With consensus mechanism, a majority of nodes in a blockchain has to verify that you have enough crypto to send. There's two ways that can be done in cryptocurrency. One is proof of work, the other one is proof of stake. Proof of work is based on the advanced form of mathematics called cryptography. This is why digital coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum are called cryptocurrencies. Cryptography uses mathematical equations that are so difficult that only powerful computers can solve them. No equation is ever the same, meaning that once it is solved, the network knows that the transaction is authentic. Lots of other blockchains copy the original Bitcoin code and as such, also use the proof of work model. Although proof of work is an amazing invention, it is anything but perfect. Not only does it need significant amounts of electricity, it also needs very limited in the number of transactions it can process at the same time. As a result, other consensus mechanisms have been created, and one of the most popular being the proof of stake model. Proof of stake was created in 2012 by two developers called Scott Nadell and Sonny King. At the time of its launch, the founders argued that Bitcoin and its proof of work model required the equivalent of $150,000 in daily electricity costs. Proof of stake, while the overall process remains the same as proof of work, the method of reaching the end goal is entirely different. In proof of work, the miners solve cryptographically hard puzzles by using their computational resources. In proof of stake, instead of miners, they're validators. These validators lock up some of their ether as a stake in the ecosystem. Following that, the validators bet on the blocks that they feel will be added to the next chain. When the block gets added, the validators get a block reward in proportion to their stake. Unlike proof of work, validators don't need to use significant amounts of computational power because they're selected at random and they aren't computing. They don't need to mine blocks. They just need to create blocks when chosen and validate proposed blocks when they're not. This validation is known as a testing. You can think of a testing as saying, this block looks good to me. Validators get rewards for proposing new blocks and for attesting the ones they've seen. If you attest to malicious blocks, you lose your stake. Take a look at the following example. You decide you want stake coins to earn some proof of stake rewards. The blockchain has a total of 1,000 coins in circulation. You purchase and you stake 100 coins. This means you've staked 10% of the total coins in circulation. You now have a 10% chance of winning every reward. So to clarify, proof of work requires all of its miners to attempt to solve a complex sum, with the winner determined by a person who has the most powerful quantity of hardware devices. Proof of stake model randomly chooses the winner based on the amount they have staked. Some coins using proof of stake are Neo, Cardano, and many others. Some coins using proof of work are Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, and many others. Now that you have an overview of the two, you may want to dive in deeper into each of these before making a decision on which coins to invest into. We have a video dedicated to further understanding proof of stake and proof of work, including its advantages and disadvantages. Check out our description box to find them.